Hi and welcome. Seems all the time we're looking at various solutions using our coding to actually produce tools that we can use to make our lives a little bit easier. So I've been working with one of our PDEs here in town, and he's going to produce a second portion of this series where we look at graphing any SNMP variables that you need to keep an eye on and how easy it is to produce this using a common set of tools here, and how to containerize that and keep it on a memory stick with you as you go to a customer and maybe point it to something you need to keep an eye on. I think the first one he'll be using is simultaneous voice sessions on a SIP trunking gateway is something he needed to look at for a customer. So he'll be producing that as a part of this series. Using some of the same sorts of tools and looking here more at what would be an IoT example to keep an eye on how things are going with your let's say voltage, temperature, and bandwidth here for some sensors we have coming into the system. So as you can see on the screen, I'm graphing the outputs of these devices, taking a look at any alerts that I've got there in the top section, followed by looking at the different 5 sensors I have here and what the voltage coming into the system is. We've had some issues and need to keep an eye on whether or not they're getting clean voltage. In addition, these are 5 meg per second circuits, or slightly above, so you will see a few slightly above. But I just wanted to keep an eye on how many megabits per second the throughput of the data was for those circuits. And finally, the various sensors, watching what their temperatures are in the system. So kind of created some dashboards here, some little speedometer sort of charts, various colored text, and then bar charts. As you can see, you automatically can take readings of the various sensors, get the throughput. One of the nice things is you also get for free here that I can actually take a look at what the time sensitive or time slice of these components are, and this is all included free of charge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce what it is we're trying to do here, what tools we're using, and then walk you through the 2 Python scripts I'm using to generate this set of information and to receive it. I'm also going to be using something called MQTT in the Mosquito server, which is a message bus that you can use to bring lots of small messages into a system like this. And we're going to talk a little bit about both the InfluxDB time series database that backs up the visual data you're seeing here, and then how to graph it using the Grafana tool set. So let's jump into that. In the next section, we'll sort of take a look at all the components we're using here to produce this.